Hi, I'm Brenda. Welcome to my channel, Awaken the Soul. Today is the full moon in Sag, which is a flower moon, pink moon. This particular moon won't happen again for till 2043. So, a little bit of time for this energy to happen again. As Jupiter has just moved into Cancer. So that is about expansion. I hear of your home and of your hearth and of your spiritual gifts. And are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for the expansion? We did a live activation last night and the energy was so strong. I couldn't sleep for hours after. There is a big shift with this full moon, and Jupiter has moved into Cancer, and it is 4 of the 5 outer planets that have moved in the last 8 months. There's one left, Uranus, and it moves on July 7th. So big energy, and Uranus is associated with Aquarius. It's associated with the Tower. So awakening, we feel, in a new way, a new wave coming online is what I hear. So we're going to start with this general reading for the full moon in Sagittarius that was at 3:44 a.m. my time. And, hi, Michelle. Welcome. Hi, Bunny. Hi, Sun or Moon Sun. Hi, Cat Goddess. We're going to pull a few cards for the full moon because it is very, very powerful energy. Also, big change with that. Big unexpected changes I hear in like the next 2 weeks. What are you ready to open to? What are you ready to change? That was just like a big energy just dropped in. So what are you ready to change? Where are you ready to expand in your spiritual growth? Look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sag, which ironically, this is the energy we're in today. So are you savoring that energy? The bottom of the deck for this one is nothing is yet set in stone, which is a mutable moon. And we are going to use all of the Moonology decks. I love them. So we are going to next use the Moonology Manifesting deck to get the next one. Okay. In this deck, we get the card of the Yang Moon, which is Strength, the card of Moonbeam, which is Focus, and the card of New Beginnings, which we already stated that it was that energy with this full moon. And then the bottom of this deck is the Exalted Moon, about self-regulation, 100% about that energy. So are you being in dominion of your own energy? Are you aware of where your vibration is? Are you open to a new activation? We did an activation last night, and I don't remember it because I was doing it. So Dave actually watched it and was like, you have to go back and watch it. So I am going to go back and watch it today as I do the replay. Because apparently there's something in there I need to see. And then on the Moonology Manifesting, that was the messages. First quarter moon in Leo, and that's be humble. And I feel like that's saying like we're in that in-between space. And I've been getting really strong messages about big change coming in Leo season. And then we get last quarter moon in Capricorn. Leave the past behind. So are you ready to leave the past behind? I feel like this lead up to Lionsgate is that time. The underlying energy on this one, well, is full moon and Sag. So two of the cards that came out today of the underlying energy and the overall energy, the first card was this full moon and Sag energy. Both are look at the bigger picture, see the bigger picture, also see it from a different perspective. Are you ready to expand? Are you ready to open up to all of your dreams coming true? I'm going to say last night on this energy, you know what I did? I started a membership. I have my mentorship. It's going phenomenal. I've seen such amazing growth. And a lot of times we have some of the same things we're working on in the mentorship, but I wanted to create a place where I could share. Each week we're going to have a different class. The first week is like of the program is going to be about astrology. The next week is about tarot. The next week is about your, intuitive gifts. The fourth week is not a designated week. So it's either like a group choice or a speaker or something, but like I'm being guided to be, I do one-on-one stuff, but you know what I'm told now? Group. So I'm a projector. So that's like a really different environment for me, but my North Node's in Aquarius and I hear now is the time to step out. So we're doing this new thing. So anybody that's interested, you can check out my website. If you sign up by the 17th, you get a free galactic energy session. The next galactic session will be on the 19th, next Thursday. We're doing that live from Vegas. And then the first class is going to be recorded because we're traveling and we're just seeing the bigger picture of it. But like I'm being guided to step in now. So where are you being guided to step in to this place where you can celebrate the excitement, the love that's trying to come in for you? Because like big changes are trying to happen with this full moon. The Pleiadians have been trying to talk to me and they've been talking to me for a long time. They've been wanting me to channel for them for a while. Last year, me and Dave had an experience when we went. I held off doing it. Like last night it came through and there was like, they say the time is now. We have to take the action for ourselves now, is what I hear. We have to save ourselves. Nobody's coming to save us. We have to get to the place of the 5D by seeing the bigger picture. Do you know how you bring the 5D into your life? Joy, happiness, love. You operate out of those emotions, joy, happiness, love, gratitude. Like you are going to be anchoring the 5D into your life. We think it's somewhere else, but we're doing it right here, right now. The current energy is the Death card, transformation happening now, I hear. That's crossed by the Temperance card. That is that Sag energy. So are you ready? Two majors starting it out. So that's saying we're being divinely guided. Are you ready for this transformation? Are you ready to be open to your connection in a new way? Are you ready to stop being confused about it? Are you ready to trust the messages that are coming to you? Because the next one's the stars, so 3 majors in a row. That's that Aquarius energy about healing. So are you ready to step into your healing journey? All of those are beautiful energy. The recent past is the 4 of Cups. This has been offered to you. Like the Pleiadians were trying to talk to me for a long time. And I've been talking to them. I just hadn't been sharing their message. And they're like, now is the time. And I have, maybe I didn't bring my book in here. I've been channeling a message from them like every day, every other day. So like, what have you been holding yourself back from that is part of your gift? Like I was resistant to do light language. I did it last night. I do it by myself, but I shared it last night for the first time publicly doing that. I channeled the messages, but when I started my journey, I was kind of resistant. I don't want to do light language, but you know what? I do want to do light language, and I changed my perspective and I got the bigger picture of some things we just don't have the word for, is the message I'm getting. The Knight of Cups. So it's about following your passion, follow the thing that excites you. Today is the day to step into something brand new. Like I'm stepping into my membership in a brand new way. So what do you want to launch for yourself today? The immediate future is the Lovers card. So 5 out of the 6 or 4 out of the 6 on the table are majors. You know, we're so divinely guided. Are you ready to bring love into every aspect of your life? It doesn't have to be just with one person. You're supposed to do this in every aspect of your life. Are you ready to get out there and be the embodiment, be the person that you want to be in the 5D? Now is the time to be in that embodiment period. Because ironically, that's even the name they, when I was doing my membership that I was working on last night, you know, because they had me really working on it yesterday. And the third tier is called embody, because now that's what we're here to do at this time. We are here to embody the energy of love, to be the presence of the 5D. You can bring that in today. You don't have to wait for anybody else. Current environment is the 6 of Swords, which is moving into a calmer water, a different place. And we definitely are with this full moon energy. I hear full speed ahead. Like, we're going to go in a brand new direction so quickly. All the things you've been studying, instead of studying them, you're going to start teaching them, start helping people with them, using your gifts. The Hopes and Fears card is the 2 of Wands. You've been sitting there dreaming about what you want. Are you going to take the step towards it? Oh, sit down. Oh, Michelle, you're going to my favorite place. That's where Dave and I got married. We go every December. It is my favorite place ever. And the outcome card is the 3 of Cups. For me in this deck, it's the community. The community needs you now. Like, are you ready now? Like, are you ready to step in to being the teacher, healer, guide you're meant to be? I know if you're listening, you are those things. You may not think you are, but I promise in some way, you are a teacher, a healer, and a guide. We all have those abilities, and we're all meant to do that. The underlying energy is the 8 of Swords. Stop having the imposter syndrome. Stop thinking you can't do it. Because truly, the only thing stopping her is her thoughts. And the only thing stopping you from shining your light the brightest is your thoughts. Because there's the Empress energy. You can manifest all of your hopes and dreams. In this card, she's got the surfboard, the water's there, wish fulfillment is there. But you know what she has to do? She has to take the action towards it. And what action can you take today? Like, towards your goal. The quicker you move towards it, the quicker everything's going to move forward. It's really trying to bring in more wish fulfillment by what step can you take today? So we're going to give some guidance. I love that I'm pulling the Moonology cards. 2 of them are the full moon in Sag, which is the energy we're in. And a couple cards come out. The first card that come out is Dark Night of the Soul, which is about awakening, stepping into your healing journey, because so many people are about to come online. I hear like Lionsgate is going to take our journey to a new phase. The next card is self-love. It's an inside job that starts with you. Are you ready? And then inspired action. When there is nothing else you can do but follow that action, know you're being guided by source. 1000%. Yesterday, I was guided to work on that membership, and I literally sat in front of my computer all day till my sales page was done and every other part of it was done. And there was nothing else I could do but that. When you're in the flow, you just have to follow it. So what do you need to be in the flow about? What is your new beginning? Because the new beginnings are all around. You get what you focus on, and your strength comes with your focus. So where are you focusing? And these 2 are talking to me in not the normal way. The first one is the first quarter moon in Leo, which is be humble. And the next one is the last quarter moon in Capricorn, which is leave the past behind. And sometimes we think we need to be humble. And sometimes the people that have told us to be humble want us to not shine our light so bright, because it makes them feel dim. So I want you to trust that it's safe for you to shine your light. Like, that's what I hear. It is safe for you to shine your light. One of the most recent channel messages I got was about it is safe to shine your light. Like, are you aware of that? She says we have to put these up again because we love that we're doing the full moon in Sag reading. And in two of the decks, that is the card that came out. It is about major transformation, and you get to create your reality. We don't always think we get to do that, but truly we do. We get to bring in everything we desire. Well, I have been getting the message about sometimes we use words and we don't understand all of the different meanings that can be associated with it. Like, have you ever been told, don't get a big head, don't be too big for your britches? You know, those kind of comments are meant to hold us down. We don't even realize that is what those are programming us to do, to dim your light because it's too much for somebody else. And you know what? If it's too much for somebody else, maybe you need to go somewhere else. Just some stuff I've been working on. So Michelle, can we get a card for you? You know, every time I see your name, it makes me think of my grandma because her name is Laverne. And for some reason, every time I see your name, it reminds me of her. So there's some message about that today. And I have to ask, have you ever been to the Valley of Fire in Nevada? Me and Dave have been there a couple of times because we will fly into Vegas and then drive to Sedona normally. But last year, when we went to the Valley of Fire, well, the first time we went there, I'm a Taurus, so I have some energy, and I definitely have Pleiadian lineage. So there is a rock formation at the Valley of Fire called the Seven Sisters. So me and Dave went and we were walking around it. And in one of these formations, there's a little cave. So we walked up and walked up just to see what was in there. And you could see where a lot of people had come in there and kind of left different things in there. So it was really cool. So we picked up a little, Dave, my husband, was playing a singing bowl. And we picked up a little dirt because we've done that, especially when we're in Sedona and different places, and put a little of the dirt from that area in the singing bowl. And he was doing it. And I put some crystals in there. And I actually had a video of it. It's really cool. And it made this crystal talk. Actually, I carry a bunch of crystals. So one of the crystals I carry was this prehyte. And so we have a video with Dave playing it. And initially there were no imperfections on this. Like, there were no imperfections on this rock. Him playing that, like, and actually here's one of these. The red rock's kind of like Sedona. It was making these crystals make a sound. It's really cool. We were sitting there. And then the next thing that happened, helicopter flies right by the opening of this cave, like 50 feet maybe off the ground. So not very high. So we're like, oh. And at the end of our video, you can actually hear the helicopter. So it was really cool. So Dave walks down, my husband, walks down to the front of the thing to see what's going on. And it comes right back around. And this time he's like eye level with this helicopter. Military helicopter with somebody on the gun, because whatever we did activated something in that cave. So I don't know what's there. If you ever get a chance, go to the Valley of Fire. It's really interesting. The only way I can share the video is apparently by Messenger because it won't let me share it by email or it's too big of a file or something. But it is the most interesting activation I've ever had. So apparently, we thought we needed to tell you that today. Oh, we're getting ready to go next week. Actually, we leave Friday or Saturday. Dave's got a work conference there next week. So we're going. So it's like an hour north of there. But like, take some crystals with you. Take a singing bowl. It was so interesting. I had, several crystals that didn't have, like, this crystal did not have any of these imperfections on it when we started. It was like it was pulling them out from in the center of it. And I brought a few of these little rocks home. And I can put it in my singing bowl and it still does it. It's like the coolest thing. Apparently it's going to get you a really awesome activation. And I'll tell you, after I did that, like the Pleiadian, like messages became, well, strong enough that I'm openly be seen and sharing them now. So So a message about that. Where do you need to be seen, Michelle? 100%, because we get this new moon in Leo, which is about shine. So are you ready? Like, get prepared between now and Lionsgate. Like, there are some activations happening. So I'm going to show you that, which they're like really strong about. Oh, yeah. Are you I'm a Leo moon. So I love that. I love Lionsgate energy. So, and we've been getting the message that July 20th through October 20th was going to be a really, really important time, is one of the channel messages I got. And then you get the first quarter moon in Pisces, which is about honor your feelings. So do you have some trauma? I'm not trying to be in your energy, but do you have a little trauma? It's crazy because the way I hear it is, do you have mama trauma? So not normally the way I get that. So I'm going to tell you, Michelle, I started a new membership. I also have a mentorship thing, but so many of my people have been working on this that, like, my guides and my galactic visitors are like, do this membership. I have 3 different tiers. I'm offering like a lot of different things in it because it's all of my passions together, because eventually that's going to be, my main focus. So it's on my website. Check it out. Is the mom who told you, like, don't be too big for your britches? I feel like that pushed your feelings down, like, with that Pisces energy there, like, and that person on that card's kind of like very isolated, sitting out there. This is ready to be healed, so you can teach this to other people. This trauma healing. I'm going to tell you, my guide Celia always talks about this Chiron. I don't know if you know about the astrology of it. Chiron is the wounded healer. It's the wound we came in with. Yeah. Where's your Chiron? Do you know? It's kind of that's one of my guide's favorite things, because this is a 50-year cycle. So I don't know where you are with that, but it's a 50-year cycle. And currently, collectively, we have Chiron and Aries, which is also about healing the inner child and also reparenting the self as Saturn just moved there. So like, are you ready to step into this new place? Yeah, like I feel like something really fantastic is trying to come in for you. That's definitely like high vibe, the Queen of Cups. Like, the Two of Cups was on the bottom of the deck, but I heard we were going to keep going. And you get the Five of Cups and the Eight of Wands. So the Five of Cups is definitely about letting that past go. The Three of Cups and knowing there is more, and getting a lot of messages to heal this, because I feel like this is trying to really heal now, because then you get the Five of Swords at the bottom, and fives are about change, and fives are about changing the way you think about this. Honestly, collectively, people of our, I feel like you're kind of closer to my age. People of our age are kind of raised a different way. And then people of my kids' age are kind of raised a different, all the same way. Isn't it kind of weird how we collectively do that? But like, it's time to realize that they were doing the best they could do. And they had a contract with you to give you this wound. Do you want to know why? Because you have to heal this wound so you can teach this to other people. Like, the biggest thing we can teach anybody is the thing we heal. You have firsthand experience of it. Like, so knowing where this is in your chart is huge. If you send me your birth chart information, we'll even look at it and like that. And my guide likes to kind of dabble in astrology. So the underlying energy is the Five of Swords, which is about a different way of thinking. The Wheel of Fortune, which is a new opportunity. And I'm going to tell you, Jupiter just moved into Cancer. So it's about having expansion of that mother, that home energy, looking at it from that higher perspective, which is that full moon and Sag energy, and understanding you were meant to have these wounds. You were meant to shut everything off. You want to know why? Because now is the time to heal. Like, we heal at the exact right time. Because then there's the Ace of Wands. This opportunity is, you are healing it now because you probably need to heal it with some other people that you're also working with. Because you're the messenger, and the best message comes from experience. Words do not teach. And then the Nine of Wands, as this is the end of this cycle, this is trying to like heal so you can be free of this. Like, are you ready? And we're going to get you a card. From my deck. And the first card was Grow Your Self-Love, honor and know yourself, change your focus, focus on the things that you do want, and set your intentions. What do you want to manifest? And be the light. Shine your light to remove the darkness. So this energy wants to be healed now. It wants you to look at it in a new perspective from a higher place. Like, I know it's crazy, some of the trauma you have to go through. Because I recently asked my guide, because I've been remembering a lot of different things from my childhood. And I asked my guide, why am I having this? And she's like, you have to experience it to help the amount of people you're going to. Oh, yeah. Chiron's in Aries right now. What degree are you at? What house is it in? And collectively, we're there. I'm going to say my Chiron's there. It's like Chiron's slow, 50 years to get around. And it spends a lot of time. Oh, fourth house, mother and home and family. Oh, yeah, that's exactly where your wound is. But I'm going to tell you, Jupiter is in Cancer right now. So Jupiter is always about expanding that. So how has that made you be a different person than your mother? How have you, I feel like there's some like repressed emotions. So we've been doing this thing about like, oh, it's it's pretty close to you then. I hear it's at 26, and like it's probably getting ready to retrograde because it kind of goes back and forth. It's slow. But collectively, it's also affecting us. The way to heal that is go to the stuff of the opposite house. So make that trauma healing part of your work. Do you do trauma healing? So yeah, that is like what you're meant to do. Where's your north node? And my internet's doing something. What oh, my connection is unstable. Are you there? Let's see. The message I've been getting really strongly from my visitors has been that it's about feeling it in the body. What you feel in the body, then you cause another chemical reaction of, and then a thought, and then a loop to perpetuate that. And normally it's to hide our trauma. So they've been really big about feeling, like taking time to really feel into the body, feel into each chakra, meditate, with each chakra, meditate with different parts of your body, to see what's like deeply stored there. So thank you, Michelle, for joining us. Anybody else that would like a message, please drop me a comment. Let me know you were here. I don't think I have my moderator today. She must be busy working. So Cat Goddess, can we get a message for you? LP, I am going to be uploading it as an unlisted video to my YouTube and sending out a email. I just haven't done it yet this morning. I'm going to listen back to it. So, because I don't know what's in it. Hi. So I don't know what's in it. So Dave told me this morning I needed to listen back to it. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to do that and then send it out. So my pleasure. I always love interacting with another of the side chick groups, collective. So Cat Goddess, can you drop your question? And then, Nicole, do you have time to moderate? Do you have time to, do you have time? My pleasure. And enjoy Sedona. It is the most magical. When you go to look at sunrise, look the opposite way though. That's the tip of the day. Because the magic is the rocks behind you, normally opposite the sun. So far, I've just done Michelle, and I told Cat Goddess we would get her next. And airport is really good. The airport Mesa, you have to get there early to get a parking spot, but is really good for Sunrise or Sugarloaf is a pretty easy hike up, and you get to overlook Sedona. When we were there last time, Dave saw, I had an energy activation because I invited it in. So I got like this heart chakra activation that was amazing. And we were at the hot tub and Dave wanted it, but he was a little, he didn't want to do it at night. So he got to see like thousands of little orbs around us the last day we were there. Oh, it every time it activates you, and every time when you go there, it causes like a dark night of the soul. So like it's gonna open you to a beautiful thing. Okay. We are going to get you a message for this full moon in Sag. Yeah. And Cat Goddess, you get Moonflower, which is take a risk, and Moonlight Surrender, which is change your tune. And then the bottom of the deck is Moon Rising, which is truth. So we're also going to get one more, which is Moon Shining, stay in integrity. So what do you where are you sharing yourself? I think we asked you that yesterday, but like this feels like this person is kind of being seen. So I feel like that's saying take a risk and be seen. Don't like this moon is down here and then each part it's getting bigger. So I think it's time. I hear it's time. It's trying to direct you towards your true north. Like, what is the thing you're passionate about? Like, how can you take that thing that brings you joy and share it with others? Like mine is channeling. So like, this is what I do to share it. Like, yeah, what's your passion? You know, Celia is always about giving helpful advice. And you get the Wheel of Fortune, which is about things are changing. Jupiter is this energy. Sag is this energy. It is time for change, a whole new cycle, something a little more fun and easy. The Five of Wands, sometimes that's chaos and conflict, and sometimes for me it's playful. In this card, it actually looks a little more playful. And in this card, it looks a little more playful, and it's about making the choice of how do you want to see it. Like, because this new opportunity is right here. It is part of the contract you have. It is part of your leveling up. And it is to like show how your path has gone and how also you're going to maybe show how you're manifesting your desires into reality and being able to share that with other people. So we have a beginning card of the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Wheel. All of those are about huge, huge movement for you, Cat Goddess. You just got to make the choice. Like both of these twos right here are about making a choice. So you get to make the choice on, are you ready to be seen? Are you ready to shine your light? Are you ready to walk mission? So thank you. And okay, Nicole, who is next? Cat Goddess, what brings you, what is your joy? What is your passion? Like channeling and doing this is one of my biggest passions. Like, I can't imagine not doing this. Like, I told my granddaughter at one point, she's like, oh, well, if you win the lottery, you could stop doing your videos. And I said, I wouldn't stop doing them because it's part of my mission. It's my passion. I don't do it for any other reason than it's joyful expression of Celia through me, which is just amazing. So what is the thing that brings you passion? Because no, as you're doing that thing that makes you passionate, your connection is just so strong. So, Bunny, can you drop your question, please? And Cat Goddess, I tried something yesterday, and I went and I connected with Celia for a minute, and I asked her to pray for me. Which, like, it was such an emotional release on, I guess, in giving that control of pray for what's best for me. I don't know, like surrendering that control. Can you pray for me? Like, can you? So it was really very heart-centered. Once again, I feel that. So, So, Bunny, you get 2 cards, which is your dreams need a practical plan, which is full moon in Taurus, and you are good enough, which is full moon in Virgo, which are both in the summer period. And then the new moon in Gemini, which we've already had. So we're going to get a little more. Because Virgo for me feels like about the planting the seeds. And then I feel like maybe not till we're going to see. Okay, and you get the 2 of Wands, the 6 of Swords, the Magician, and the Princess of Cups, and the Death card. Bunny, why are you wanting to come to the US? Like, what is the, because normally the 6 of Swords feels a certain way to me, but this 6 of Swords feels like there's a lot of negative thoughts in that environment. So, like, making the choice to leave this environment, but like, you can manifest what you want, but with this, I feel like it's going to take a little time. You have the Death card, the Justice card, the Judgment card, and the Princess of Wands, which for me definitely feels like in the divine timing it's going to happen, because these are like the Death card, the Justice card. that means you definitely have a contract, and maybe it's a different contract than you may think is happening. I feel like where you're at, there's something that other people need something from you before you get to go to this other energy. So, not normally the message I get with this Judgment card, but it's like she is there and these people are below. And for me, it feels like there are other people like that need to learn, be in your presence, heal. Hey Bunny, where's your Chiron? I feel like there's something that's got to heal before this can move forward. But I feel like this can take a while because this Virgo came out first, which is about planting the seeds. And then this Taurus and Gemini came out, which is not till, we're in Gemini now, but Taurus is not till next year. So I think there's something that needs to be completed where you're at. Because that would be like the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is definitely about, or the Page of Wands, which would be about taking a new action in the place you're at, having a different perspective on that. If you leave one place in an unhappy situation and you go to another place, you bring that tied up version of you with you. And to be free in that energy, there's a different action you need to take towards the current situation. Like if you're with, example for relationship, if you're with somebody and they cheat on you, that programs that in. And that next person, for one, you expect it, but very likely that pattern is going to repeat if you haven't worked on the emotions from that experience. So whatever's going on with work, if you don't work on whatever this is, know that you can create the exact opportunity where you're at. Like, you just have to have the ability to plant the seeds and to clean the energy up, I feel like. Because normally the Six of Swords for me is like moving into calmer water. But in this Six of Swords, it looks like the swords are keeping them in place in like a negative way. And in the bottom of the deck there is the Ten of Swords, which is about definitely changing the thoughts, and then the wheel turns as the guidance. So why do you think you're limited at where you're at? We're only as limited as where our mind takes us. We create our own reality. That is so the truth. I know we don't always believe it, and sometimes when we put a desire out there, other factors have to be in alignment before things can happen sometimes. But I feel like there's something you have to wrap up where you're at, which I feel may take some time. I mean, that I hear 10 months. So know that you are meant to be a light and a beacon where you are, and somebody needs to hear a message from you, get an activation from you, have maybe somebody that's not even there yet. So know that if you are there by divine guidance and intervention, and you are right where source wants you to be for you to shine your light exactly where you are. So it's not, try not to think about going somewhere else. Think about, how can I shine my light the brightest right here today? Have the bigger perspective. Like, Source is trying to live the best experience through each of us. So are you living your best experience today right where you're at? Like, are you trusting that I am right where I need to be? Like, more than ever, you're right where you need to be. Because I hear you are a messenger of doing things in a different way, of taking a new action, and maybe having a different perspective. Like, are you a Bunny, are you a projector? Are you a projector? Sometimes we work differently because we are meant to be in a place of guiding others, and it's about having the perspective of, oh, I want to manifest this other thing where I'm at, because you're meant to be a benefit to somebody right where you're at. Okay. Okay, Nicole. You can go on, you can type in free human design chart and you can put in your information and it'll tell you. But like, projectors are here to be guides. Like, that is like, they're manifestors, they're generators, they're manifesting generators, they're reflectors. Reflectors are like 1%. But I feel like there's something important for you to still do where you're at, and to bring the highest version of you into like where you're at every day. Maybe the thing you're supposed to do is go there and be like, I am a joyful, happy person. And if this job makes me joyful or happy or not, I'm going to still be my joyful, happy person. Like, this is who I am. I'm not going to let this job, whatever it is, make me dim my light. I'm going to be the most magical me I can be. Hi, Ever. Thank you. Thank you, Sarah. I'm going to tell you, Moonson, this is my list, and I show everybody my list. This was my list for my perfect mate. All the qualities I wanted in a person. I have even still recently added to this list. All this time later, me and Dave are married, 3.5 years. I recently added something new to my list. But like, in doing this list, you know what also this says? This says this is also the person I want to be to bring to the table. I also did it for my perfect career, and I listed some of the things I wanted to do. I wanted to be a Reiki master, tarot reader, life coach, physical therapy assistant, and have a bath bomb company. I have done every one of those things. I just put the title of what I wanted to do. I didn't say how or when or where. Like, last night, I launched my new membership thing, which I'm so excited to do that. Because we've been getting pushed to do it, and I hadn't taken the action. And then there was nothing else I could do but that, because I had set an intention, and I had wrote it down a little bit, and I hadn't taken the action. So then I was pushed on it. So like, your written word is like so powerful. So write down what you want. 100%. Like, you get exactly like what you want. Like, my favorite card for my deck is your words are powerful. Like, we do not understand the value in writing something down. Today is the best day to do that with this full moon in Sag. Like, Sag is about expansion. It's about bigger picture. And you know what? I have learned when I haven't been working, it's because Source was working on me. Yeah, but are you trying to control how it comes? And literally, like I just said, when I pushed and tried to work at different times, and like I'm a physical therapy assistant. That's my job, helping people do with therapy. But you know what? It got where I couldn't do my job. Like I stopped getting my per diem, and then the next week they just stopped paying me. Then I got another job, and they wanted me to do Medicare fraud. And then I got another job, and no work ever materialized for this new company. And then I got another job, and then I got COVID. So like Source was telling me not to work. You know what Source was telling me then? Do my YouTube. And I did. And work on my gifts. And it was a time to do that. And it was a time to develop me. So if you're not working, Source is saying it's a time to develop you. So they are really strong about that. Like having the different perspective. Let the right opportunity come to me. If this is meant for me, let it be easy. Is another great, and we're going to get you cards from my deck, she said. Because I wrote my list on My Perfect Person in 2016. I met Dave in 2021. Do you know how come I met Dave? Because I got my energy in alignment and I stepped into mission. I literally was like, everybody I met, I was doing energy work on everybody I dated. So you know what I ended up doing? I took that off everything off, and my dating profile said energy healer, because I was like, okay, Source, let me have some work out of this at least. And as soon as I did that and put my little toe into this is my mission, as that is where my North Node is in Aquarius, is about doing the healing work. And as soon as I put it out there, you know what happened? I got Dave. You know what? I did it a while back again. I hadn't been doing my energy work, and I had been doing readings and this and that. You know what? I stepped back into my energy work. My work blew up. I started a mentorship. I had 10 people. That's what I told Source I wanted. I wanted 10 people. I got 10 people. I was like, that kind of took a lot of my time. So I'm like, I want 5 people. So now I'm at 5 people. And then you know what? Source said, okay, you got 5 people. Now you have time to do this other thing. So we're doing a membership so we can help a bigger opportunity of people. But like things have happened in the right time. Like my classes are going to be on many things that I've learned in the time of working on myself. So like take some time to understand you are in a place of being protected right now. You are in a place of growing you. So yeah, but mine took like years. I wrote in 2016, I got Dave when I got to the vibration of my list. If you're in this place of longing and when is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? And not trusting it's going to happen, it's not going to happen. Right now, it's not happening because Source is trying to grow you on the inside for your mission on the outside. And then there's the card of the North Node, which is about your mission in this lifetime. So do you know where your North Node is? And then the card of get grounded, soak up the sun, and put your feet on the earth. And that's my favorite card on my deck, as that is Sedona. That is where Dave and I got married, on a little bluff there in Sedona. And then the bottom of the deck is surrender into service. When you're unsure of which direction to take, focus on service. So where is your North Node? And I'm going to tell you, when you step into that kind of focus, like, you are blessed. And honestly, so Aries is Mars energy, the Emperor energy, definitely about being seen. The 5th house is about the stuff of Leo, so definitely about being seen. So where are you being seen? Where are you? Aries is also like the baby of the zodiac. So sometimes that's like associated with 5th house or with like inner child stuff. Where is your Chiron? Because what I've learned is the thing you heal is the thing you teach. Yeah. So right now you're not working. I have, like, do you like little kids? Yeah. Have you ever heard of Miss Rachel? Yeah. Have you ever heard of Miss Rachel on YouTube? She does, look her up, Miss Rachel. Last year, she made $17 million off making production for kids, for toddlers. Yes, my granddaughter loved her, like watched her forever. Like, check out Miss Rachel and be open to maybe you're supposed to be seen in that, doing that bigger production. Maybe you're not seeing it in a big enough picture. Because the Knight of Pentacles came out, which is about doing that day-to-day work, that Virgo energy. The Hanged Man, seeing it from a higher perspective. And maybe that's a reason you're not doing it right now. Because maybe you're meant to do it in a non-conventional way, because sometimes that Hierophant is a very structured way. And sometimes we have conflicting beliefs about that. And sometimes if we are open to take a new action, have a new thought, like, as I was saying earlier, like, people of my generation have a different mindset than people of a younger generation. Like, my daughter does gentle parenting. Like, I wasn't taught that. Like, I was actually taught trauma and neglect. So I I overgave to my kids on that same thing, and have learned of that too. So now it's about finding the balance. And like, I feel like maybe with your work, you have a different perspective. Like, you're planting the seeds in maybe like Leo season, but like, what are you doing? Do you create content? Do you know it's get monetized? Like, watch some Miss Rachel and see what comes up for you. Like, there are so many opportunities to create content, to build the life of freedom that you can only dream of. Like, you have experience, you should share that wisdom. So, yeah. I'm going to just say, if that's not where Source wants you to go in that direction, it will not move forward. Not until, like, honestly, on those things, like when I take that step forward in my mission, like, I am booked 10 weeks out. That was my deal with Source, that I wanted to be booked 2 to 3 months out if I'm doing this work. So, like, you just have to trust. If this is what I'm meant to do, let it be easy and have fun and create content, and trust that you have wisdom, and trust that you have guidance flowing through you. But yeah, Miss Rachel made $17 million last year. So Nicole, who is next? And anybody that would like can follow both Nicole and Ever and support their growth in their channels on their journeys. And I have invited them both onto my channel anytime they would like to join. They're both very wise. Oh, Amber, you were next. Do you, can we get a message for you? Anytime you like. So, okay. And you get the falling moon release blocks, and that was like a really strong activation. So we're actually going to show you that. And then forgiveness, changes, quicksilver moon. And she said, really show you that one. I notice in these two, the biggest thing I notice in this underlying energy is there is a person in this image, and there are not people in these other two images. So I feel it's okay to be seen. In fact, it's required and requested. So just like, you can even like go out tonight under the full moon and like take a little video of it. You can post a little short of it, like make a little, like get a little message and put it there, or even record you doing a little, like a thing outside, like being just you out in, maybe just even you out in the moonlight as a projector. It's about just showing who you are and being seen, and that being okay. So like, she is just like, you can even have somebody else video you out in just with you in the moonlight. Yeah, like it's totally about being seen. Part of that general message earlier was, have you ever been told to don't get too big for your britches, don't get a big head, don't like any of that. Some of those things are other people keeping us down, and it's about being seen and like getting out there and just putting it out there. Nicole did a thing where she challenged herself for 30 days, and every day she put out some kind of content. I was going to do it and I failed mine, but she did fantastic on hers. So like, here, maybe we can do a 3-way challenge. I challenge you both of again to 30 days from today of doing 30 days of content. And I feel like that can bring something huge towards all of us with that energy. The Six of Swords moving into calmer waters, and the Queen of Wands about standing in your power. Like that Six of Swords for me looks like she is kind of not wanting to be seen, is kind of alone, is not wanting to be seen. And then the Queen of Pentacles is there, and then the Hierophant and the Lovers, and the Magician. So 4 out of the 5 there are majors. And the Death card. Are you ready to manifest your dreams and trust that just by taking that action with passion, and being okay with being seen, like be seen. Yes, I am ready. I commit to 30 days starting today. So from June 11th to July 11th, every day I'm gonna do it. Okay. Woo! Our pleasure. They always love reading for you. I did an activation last night that I'm gonna do the replay to. Ever, would you like that? Would you like the replay? I actually have to watch it because I don't know what happened. Dave told me I had to watch it because it was a channeling thing. I don't know, when I got done, I was just so hot and couldn't sleep for many, many hours. I think if you click on that person's name, you can say go to channel and it'll open a new window. I think is how it. Yes, if you click on the three dots on the side, you can go to channel, and it should open a new window. And it did because I just checked it. So that way you don't lose this and you just open something new. So. So, awesome. Glad it worked. Nicole, who gets to be next? So, anyone that would like to follow Ever or Nicole? We have a number on our manifestation list we're trying to help her grow to. So, because once you get to 50 subscribers, you can start doing lives. Which I enjoy because I like the interaction. And Starlight, you are next in general message for June. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. And a time for healing, which is the balsamic moon. And a win-win outcome is forecasted. Full moon in Libra. So great energy there. And I'll say, Starlight, as soon as I saw the Cancer, it made me think about Jupiter moving into Cancer, which is a new time of growth and expansion of like home and family. Also an opportunity to move, or also the opportunity for spiritual gifts opening and activating as I see the sun there. I like these cards. They're kind of a two-sided card. They're called the Vice Versa Tarot. So they just have a different energy. A little more fun and playful. So Starlight, do you ever play with energy at all? energy is all around us. We think it's just air, but there is energy in all of that air. And we are energy beings. So through energy, we can create our reality. So like whatever place you're in right now, I feel like it's going to work out. And then because luck is on your side. Like, are you ready to, like, that also feels like that expansion of that third eye energy, that Sag energy, which is, you know, that huge expansion. So I feel like that expansion may be happening from now through December for you, opening up some healed parts of you that you have past contract lives with, maybe some past contract, some past lives where you were doing healing or other type of spiritual work, and you can reclaim that energy over this period between Cancer and Sag, which Sag goes to the end of the year. So I feel like there's a lot that's going to be reclaimed for you, especially in Libra season. Throat chakra activation. Maybe even doing channeling after Libra season and opening up your spiritual gifts even more. Four Wands. I feel like you're going to get exactly what you want. For me, that's like a happiness card. That's also the 1111 card. That's also like a twin flame card. So that can also be like a relationship coming in. That can also be a move. That can also feel like they're celebrating. So a new elevation place for you. We get the Knight of Wands, which is really fast moving energy with this Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Cups and the Ten of Swords. So releasing some energy of waiting. Like if you feel like you've been waiting for like things to open up, I feel like once it opens up, it's really going to open up. Once you change, this looks really that is like the twin flame card. And sometimes once you change your perspective and you start working towards mission, that person comes towards you. Like when you change your focus, because when you actually stop focusing on a person and you focus on mission, the energy is less resistance and allows the person to come in. Like in this Seven of Pentacles, it looks kind of desolate, like he's been waiting a long time. But you know what? The pentacles are on the tree. He just needs to go and pick them. They actually look like they're there. The leaves have all fallen off. It looks like he is just waiting. So where are you waiting to take the step into your mission and reclaiming your power of who you are? Like, are you ready to reclaim your past healing abilities? Your past, like once you step into mission, this other thing is like the consequence of it. Like, isn't that terrible that, oh, if I step into mission, the consequence is that I get love and happiness, the person I've been trying to manifest. Like, as soon as you stop focusing on that person and be like, I'm just going to look at what my mission is and start taking direction towards that and focus clearly on, okay, I'm going to start meditating. I'm going to start working with my guides. I want to start pulling up past life things. I work with Lemurian crystals. I held one in my hand, and when I was meditating, I called back my healing abilities from when I was a past life as a Lemurian. Like I pulled that in by that intention, by working with my guides. Like you can call your energies back to you. We just have this ability that we think we can't do that. Like That's just a belief that is blocking that forward movement. Underneath is the high priestess, which is telling me things are trying to open up for you. And I feel like will really open up for you, especially between Libra season and Sag season. So for the rest of June, like, look at where your North Node is. That would be my guidance. Look at where your North Node is. There are lots of different people that you can work with that do past life regression. I just, I do it. I did it by meditating, because I was meditating for years. I was meditating, going to the Akashic records and not realizing for a long time that's where I was going until I intentionally focused on it. And then I went there and I was like, this is where I've always been going. And I didn't know. I didn't know. Yeah, your North Node is your mission. On your birth chart, it looks like a little set of headphones. And it's important on like what is the house and what is the sign to give you a direction of like where that mission is. Also, where your Chiron is, the thing you're here to heal. As you heal that, that is part of your mission to teach other people the things you've had to heal. And sometimes we've had a lot to heal based on that we are meant to teach others in the future about those things we have healed. So okay, and let me know, or you can always send me an email, and when I have some free time, we will look at that for you. Okay, Nicole, who is next? My pleasure. In the near future, I will be posting a Chiron class and a North Node class, as I'm going to be doing those classes for my new membership. And as I do them, I will also post them as a separate class. So, okay, country, you are up. Yes, I'm going to tell you, Dave and I even watched some of it. So definitely it's a growing trend. More and more people are trying to, like, I have so much planted out back. It's funny, we have a little patio and then we have the side where the garden is. And I have a few things on the patio and that's grown the best. So next year we're going to put the garden over on that side and build a deck to change it up to where it's better to grow. So like, definitely, like, are you promoting yourself? Are you sharing like your things? Honestly, doing short is a great way to grow your channel. Like with like, it used to be a 1 minute thing. Now it's up to a 3 minute thing. You can put a little video out in shorts and that gets you, you know, subscribers that way. Make sure you went on your, customizations and put in your description of your channel and any links in there. You can all like put in a donation link that people can donate to your channel. You know, also, you can put your tags and things in there so they automatically upload anything you do on the computer. If you do it from your phone, it doesn't put it on there. But having the tags and the SEO things is really important to start getting you seen. So Apparently, we're going to go get that one. Okay, well, the one, okay, country, I'm going to tell you, just like I just challenged Sarah and Nicole, how about 30 days of some kind of content, even if it's a short, if it's a full video, like I challenge you to be part of our 30-day challenge. So I say that as the card that went flying off the table is Howl at the Moon, which is process your feelings, which I feel like is about getting out there and being seen. Also, you get the card of Talk to the Moon, which is communicate. And today's a really good day to do that as we are in the full moon in Sag, which is about expansion and the bigger picture. The moon wisdom, take the lead, which the moon is shining brightly all the time. And drowning down the moon, knowledge, drawing down the moon. Total activation with that one, because and then moonset, which is releasing. So country, are you afraid to be seen? Do you have energy? Sometimes we do this and then we still have an energy about not wanting to be seen. Like, well, so far, just what I see, it looks like you have 4 majors on the table, which is saying you are being divinely guided with this, what you're doing. We're going to start with the first one, which is the wheel, which is this full moon energy. Also, Jupiter has moved into Cancer, which is about home and nurturing and definitely that homesteading energy. The next card is the Hermit, teach your wisdom. Like, what have you learned to help other people be to this place? Then we get the Sun and the Hierophant, which, are you okay being a leader in a community, being seen, shining, sharing your wisdom? Like, are you open to sharing your wisdom? I feel like you're not, because the underlying, we got the 8 of Swords, which is definitely all tied up energy with the 7 of Swords and the Page of Swords. He's not giving his message either, but the way you do it is like by doing it. The 10 of Pentacles, like that is happiness and abundance. Like the 10 of Pentacles, that's legacy money. I'm going to ask you, is there anything you've actually really ever fully given your effort to that you haven't been successful? Fear is the darkness trying to hold you down. If you do anything consistently, you will be successful. If you do this every day for 30 days, you will be successful. You will see the progress. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you, country, I just started a new membership with 3 different tiers to help get guidance for me in a new way. Check out my website, and I work on that. I work on helping my clients be successful. Ever and Nicole are both part of my mentorship. And now we're moving into this membership to help people in a group setting at a lower cost for a bigger impact instead of just doing it individually. There is an individual option, but so we are just letting you know that is an option, and my website is in my description below my video. And trust that everything is going to work out for you. Always successful. Like, you know that. So how can you even say, I'm afraid of failure? You know what failure is? I'm afraid to try. Like, that means you don't believe in yourself, like, which is you're not having the value in yourself to know that this is who you're supposed to be. And if you truly put effort in for one full year, I think you will be blown away at where you are at the end of that year. Honestly, like, share your wisdom, share your guidance, share what you learn. Like, I would like nothing more than to see that in my feed too. So Nicole, who is next? I have been doing so much trauma work, so definitely check out my thing. If you do my VIP tier, you get a free energy session privately and a free mentorship session. But besides that, I'm doing all of that for the group thing. I also have a private mentorship. Because know that trauma stuff that you're healing, doing the homesteading is helping heal that. And use that as maybe part of what you're doing to make yourself different, that how you're, you know, how doing that's actually helping you heal. Because I feel like it's definitely helping that through like nurturing in a way that you didn't receive, that you're nurturing Mother Earth and getting back from her as well. Yeah, like nobody talks about that. Do you know how unique that could be to share that? Like, do you know what a beautiful little like thing that you have that it's doing for you? Like, so share parts of you through your through your journey. Okay, Patsy, Hadley, are you here? Drop your question. If not, Patsy, if you'd like, you can drop your question. Or anybody else that's here, please let us know you're here. So, Patsy, please drop your question. And Patsy may be the last one today. Oh, hold on. We got to get Nicole. You want me to tell you the best trick I've learned, Patsy? be in a high vibration and you attract what is in that vibrational place. So like be in a place where you're a luxury. Don't be somebody's choice, and don't be like be like I am a luxury. Like if you want to entertain my presence, this is my standard. And I feel like somebody is really strong about like know your worth. And the only card that wanted to come out is your commitment is being tested, which is first quarter moon, and then the full moon in Sag, which is look at the big picture. And we are today in the full moon in Sag energy. And overall, it's a really big energy. And I'm going to tell you, Patsy, sometimes you are meant to be alone because you are being leveled up. Like, are you being leveled up? Because sometimes it's about knowing like how valuable you are, and then you're going to attract that. But sometimes it doesn't happen in our time. Like I was probably ready before Dave. I was already way deep in my mission when Dave was still married. So it was about that energy of being in the exact right time. But I can't help but see this, and I feel like this Cupid arrow is like, and underneath that is a new romantic cycle begins, and that's the new moon in Libra. So maybe Libra season, Patsy, that's like really like a clear like message, because I heard this is like pointing the arrow, and then I heard to get the next card, which is a new romantic cycle begins. So maybe Libra season is what's coming. Oh, because you are manifesting it, because there's the Magician. And I feel like you've taken your time and you know what you do and don't want. And maybe you have been working on raising that standard and kind of putting yourself back, and maybe still not knowing your self-worth, because those two are not that. And it's kind of about healing that, knowing your value. Like you're going to attract at the vibration you're at. So if you're not being in, I love my life, and you're going to have to be really something to add to my life for me to allow you into my life, because my life is so sacred in the joyful place it's at, that you're going to have to show me you bring value to me to be in my circle. Like having that like energy. You guys really wanted you to hear that, Patsy. So it's really strong. Like you need to heal, like, and then look, the Seven of Swords. As you heal this, like as you feel the feelings of it and keep healing it, and you have to clear, like look at the pattern and look at the cycle, and who did that person represent in your past experience. And like look at the cycle of it, and how in your body does that experience from the past make you feel. Because when we think of that thing, then it just starts that whole thing in our body again. And if we don't heal it, sometimes we will attract people based on our trauma wound if we have not healed our trauma wound. So I feel like all of this is going on underneath, which is a lot of swords, which is about a lot of negative energy, and about you changing your perspective on that, because you can manifest like everything you desire. I'm going to say Patsy, did you see my book where it's how I manifested Dave? And I'm going to say Dave is everything on my list, 2 pages. From the very first thing, which is loves me unconditionally, to respects my spirituality, meditates with me, generous to others, kind and caring, attentive, listens, gives me guidance, appreciates me. Like, I went on my whole list. It happened when I was in the right vibration and he was in the right vibration. But I feel like this trauma healing over here needs to go on. And then you put that person out there, because you know what you do and don't want. So today is a really good day to write down all the qualities you want in your person, like all of them. I had honest and loyal and, generous, is awake, is a healer, like brings me flowers. There's a lot of things on my list. And I have to mirror that list as well. So I feel like as you get this healing stuff done, which I feel like is going to happen pretty quickly, like as you look at where is my betrayal wound, which one of your parents made you feel unsafe and made you feel like you couldn't feel your feelings, as you start circling and finding that loop, looking where your Chiron is, and start digging at this, I feel like it's going to open really quickly for you. I feel like by Libra season. So if you don't heal this and you bring this person in, you're going to have to heal it with this person. And it's way harder to heal it with a person than healing it by yourself. So what do you want in a relationship? Date yourself, know your value, put you on this exclusive list. You get to create the reality you want. What you feel is projected at you. If you don't know your worth, every other person that comes at you is going to demonstrate that you don't know your worth, which is the craziest thing. But that's exactly how it works. So you have to know your worth. So, but I feel like you have a contract with this person that's going to come in Libra season for you. And what I just heard about Jupiter is, Jupiter just moved into Cancer, and Jupiter is a 12-year cycle. It's 1 year in each sign, though. So this can be like a short healing process or a long healing process. You can heal this before your relationship with this person, and it's going to make that long-term relationship much better than if you wait till you're in that relationship to heal it with that person. Because that's mastery when you're at that level. And if there's things that haven't healed, it's interesting. I can just say from experience. So, and I think with that, and we're at 1 hour and 43 minutes. So I am going to take a break. Thank you everybody for joining me. I will be back tomorrow I will be in the afternoon. I have a morning appointment tomorrow. So I will be back in the afternoon tomorrow. Nicole, can we get a message for you? And we are getting the manifesting cards. Yes, everything is a pattern and a cycle. And that Chiron is a 50-year cycle. So it's something that's imprinted in us before the age of 7 and continues around and around and around. So Nicole, for you, we get the first quarter moon in Aquarius. Trust the universe. And we get, which that is such a pretty card. First quarter moon in Sag, believe in good luck. And then let your fears dissolve, full moon in Cancer. With the last quarter moon in Capricorn, leave the past behind. So that looks very, very promising. This Cancer energy over here reminds me very big and expansive. So are you ready for growth? Are you ready for expansion? Are you ready for the really good things? Because we get the Six of Wands, the Temperance card, which is all things being balanced, and that Page of Cups, which is a new opportunity coming towards you. Something that will be close to your heart. And we get the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, which is always good because that's financial stability and independence. The Nine of Cups and the King of Pentacles with the Death card and the Ten of Swords. So we feel like the Death card and the Ten of Swords is about dissolving the fear, and know that the more fun and playful you are, the easier things go for you. And realize that is your contract for things to be easy, for you to be playful. The more playful and fun it is, the easier it is. So fear is the darkness trying to hold you back. And I feel like that's saying Archangel Michael is there to bring balance, to show you that there is many new opportunities and messages coming towards you. And be open to the fun ahead. Fun, 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 fun. And thank you, Patsy, for joining us. Thank you, Nicole, for moderating. Thank you, Ever, for being here. Thank you, everybody else that joined. It has been an hour and 46 minutes, so I'm taking a break. So thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye.